In this video, we're going to be looking at the Jordan 11 lows, and we're going to focus on the sole separation and getting it back to its true form. So you'll see that these are already separating, but they're still attached to the shoe, and they're not completely separated. So what you want to do, first step, take off the sole. Make sure you take your time. If you need to use acetone to make it easier to take it off, acetone will remove the glue and make it so you could pull off the sole a lot easier. If you just slide some acetone up in these areas right here, it'll come off a lot easier. I haven't used any acetone on this, and it's coming off pretty nice. You just want to take your time. You don't want to rip it too fast, but you see how easy that comes off. You don't want to rip the shoe, so that's why you want to really take your time. Toe you want to take the most time on, because the toe could rip off if it's attached to the leather, so you want to go really slow. I advised using some acetone so you don't rip off any of the leather, but I'm just taking this really slow, and boom, right there, completely off. So now you'll see that I have this sole, it's super yellow, but we're going to reattach it. In another video, we'll make this yellow sole, turn it back clear, but that's a different episode. You should check out that video. It's also located on this page. Check it out. So we're going to take this right here, glue it back on, make it look new again. So first step you need to do is you need to clean the inside of the sole before you can put it back on. You can't put it on dirty. So what I take some acetone right here, got it at Walmart, pretty cheap. Put it in a little cup right here, and I take an old sock. You could either use like little cotton balls, or you could use an old sock or old towel or something like that. I just prefer to use old sock. And what you want to do is you want to just go in there and start scrubbing away. The acetone is going to lift the excess glue, and you want to make sure you get all in these creases, all up in here. Make sure you get all up in the heel, get in the Jordan sign, get all in there. You want to make sure you want to get it nice and clean, and it'll go pretty quick. So you just keep going. You can see that middle spot that I just did. Look how clean that is compared to like right above it. Alright, so I already did one. It's right here. It's nice and clean. So once you have that clean, you want to also clean the bottom of this shoe, which I haven't done yet. And you'll be able to tell when the glue's coming off. Just get in there and scrub. You know, right there. You could kind of. I already did it for like a second. You can already tell it's a little cleaner. The glue on the actual shoe is going to be harder to get off than the midsole. Or sorry, not the midsole, than the rubber sole. Another tip: if you want to wear gloves, I strongly suggest that, because this is kind of burning my fingers right now. I usually do use gloves. I just don't have any. I don't have any of those supplies right now. Try not to get the acetone on the leather, because this will take off the paint. If you start rubbing this acetone on the leather, it'll just strip the paint. It'll look nasty. So you want to make sure you just stay on the glue that you're trying to get off. And it doesn't need to come completely off, but it does need to have a clean surface. That's the main part, clean surface. That's what we're aiming for. Both of these, we'll be able to glue back on, and it should be pretty easy after that point. But biggest thing in this whole project, clean the bottom of these shoes with that acetone. Get off all that excess glue. I use this E6000 right here. It's pretty good glue. It dries clear, that's why I use it. Take our clean sole, clean. So, just gonna go in there and get glue all in these creases right here. And then just rub it across, get in all the creases. You're gonna make sure you use not a lot of glue, but jumpy little girl about it. Alright, almost done. And then just quickly on the back, not a lot. You just want it to have something to stick to for right now. You're going to be re-gluing this in a separate session. And we'll just lay into it. Slide the shoe forward and back. You want that glue to get everywhere. And you're going to take rubber bands, and you're going to rubber bands around the sole. And this is going to help the drying process. So see how like that. And you're going to want to overload the shoe with rubber bands, because you want it to stick all over, of course. You'd be a fool not to do it like this. This is a lint roller. I'm going to put the lint roller in the back of the shoe to keep form, just like that. So now you have that going right there. Good thing about this, it doesn't ruin the shape of the shoe. Let's see this one. Right there. Alright, you just leave it like that. I'll let it dry for about 24 hours, and then I'll come back and I'll do the back half right here, and I'll glue it right around the edge. That's it. The next thing that you're going to do after you've glued the back is start taking off the rubber bands. It's very easy. Once you have the rubber bands off, you'll see that there is some excess glue maybe on the shoe. And let me get real close. You might see that right here. It really just peels off, or you can brush it off. And some of these places, like down in the creases where the glue is harder to get off, you might have to get tweezers to pull it off. But it does come off if you just pinch it. And it's nice that it dries clear, so you're really not having an issue if you don't get it perfect. But as you see, the shoe is perfect now. There's no peeling anywhere. The shoe is ready to be worn. That's it, sole separation. I hope you like my video. Please go subscribe.
Cup fillings, I'm on Rosecrans chillin', right inside Best Outlet. $5 Little Caesar, mama shop that food for less. Elementary Mac near, say what's up to Vanguard. Centennial High, have me